Today's video is sponsored by our good friends at Famous Faces and Funnies, as well as Docking Bay 94, Ian's Display Accessories, and EGS Grading Services. Click on the link below and remember, shipping is nationwide. Hello and welcome to another special, exciting episode of Codename New to Vera 2. Hi, I'm your presenter, Shabu RU, and today is a special day. As you see in the box here, I actually got my GIJoe comics back from grading using PGX Grading Services. Now I know I've been endorsing EGS Grading Services and I've used CGC before, but this was all about a couple months ago, so it took about a little bit, I would say over a month to get these back. I mean, I sent them in and then they finally came back. So we're going to take a look, and I have no idea. Everything is still wrapped up in here. So we're going to look through it together and see what grades I got and how they look. So this is going to be fun, and I thought I'd share that with everybody else. So here we go. So as you could see, it comes pretty securely. Actually, there was a lot of more bubble on top of it, and I removed that just to show. Again, I'm showing this because this is new to probably a lot of GIJoe and Transformer guys, a lot of Gen-Xers that are, you know, this is something new that we should look into doing. And so I wanted to showcase what happens when you do send in your comics to get graded and encased. Now, again, this is kind of an informal video, a box opening video, so to speak. I'll have my big EGS episode coming up soon once EGS President Tony gives me the go-ahead, because he's actually grading a few books as well. So let's dive in and see what has come back from EGS grading and the grades that I got. Now, I also wanted to point out that unlike a lot of these modern comic kiddos, like the primary reason why I recommend and encourage doing this is because our books are like 30, 40 years old, whether it's GIJoe or Transformers or early Marvel and stuff like that, the stuff that we grew up with. I think this is advantageous service to utilize because it preserves these books, and also for displaying, because let's face it, most of us have IRAs or stocks or mutual funds, like, you know, things that you should invest in, not comics like these stupid kids do. So I think this, you could display these with your, actually like I do on in the retro room here, or put it on a wall and it looks nice. So that's the pure purpose of why I recommend doing it. Not buying and selling and trading it like a commodity. We all know, our generation, you know, we had the X-Men #1, Death of Superman. We lived through all that, where these people buying hordes and hordes of comics and trying to flip them. And it's a stupid thing. I don't get it, and I just think it's dumb. So here we go. The first one to get back is GIJoe issue number 26. And I talked about the reprint of it in the last few weeks. Well, this is the actual issue, dated 1984. Marvel. It came back as 8.5. Whatever. It looks nice though. That's the thing, and I'll have a picture of it in the corner here. But I think this looks nice, and again, just to showcase, this is EGC Grading Services. You could see, like, you know, both of them are kind of bland. That's why I'm switching to EGS. I like their labels a lot better, and I'll show you that in that episode. They're more colorful, pops, design stuff. These are just plain Jane labels, but you know, whatever, it still looks pretty good. And I'll show you the back. There's the back of it. So it has like the official seal here and EGS grading. So I think this looks nice. So that's issue number 26 of GIJoe, and that one deals with, like I mentioned in that episode, the whole origin of Snake Eyes, him teaming up with the LRC with Storm Shadow and Stalker in Vietnam. So that's a very important issue to get. Another important issue that also appeared in that episode is issue number 63. And remember, I point out the classic variant, which was a three comic fun pack. That's the one that you should target. But again, this is an iconic cover. So that's why I wanted to look nice and have it on display. That's the pure purpose of this. With Snake Eyes and Scarlet here going through the minefield. Issue number 63. And I got a 7.0 on it. Now, I'll also talk about there's ways you could improve this number by getting it something called pressed or cleaned and all this other stuff. I really don't give a shit. So, you know, I just wanted it to be in this case and to look nice. And then again, here's the back of it. I know there's a glare from the window, but all in all, I think that's pretty cool. So that's GIJoe number 63. Ooh, another important issue. GIJoe number 96. So it's part of the Snake Eyes trilogy, the third part of it. Again, another iconic cover that I wanted to have preserved and look nice on display. Got an 8.0 on it. That's okay. And again, it looks so badass in this. I like that. That looks beautiful. And here's the back. Pretty cool. And another iconic cover. GIJoe number 75 with the Baroness. The beginning, actually the end, towards the end of the Cobra Civil Wars. Again, another such a great iconic cover. I wanted this preserved. It has, you know, Cobra Civil War continues on it. And they have with the arts by the cover art, story by Larry Hama on all of them. And they got a 9.0 on this one, so that's good. And again, just looks really nice. And of course, here's the back. Metal Gear. I remember getting that game. I could never get past like the third level of that game in NES. Such a pain in the ass. But again, I think this is well done, and I like the way this one came out. It looks really good. This one, all right. I knew this one wouldn't be too great, but this is GIJoe issue number 4. I like again, I love this cover art with the entire Joe team. Again, this is Hawk, not Duke, okay? And you got Stalker, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Rock and Roll, Flash. So that's pretty cool. And I got a 5.0 on it. I know this was a little bit rough. This one was, it's still like, you know, even because of that, the fact that it's in here makes it look a lot better than in a bag and board. I think that's the important thing that you come with. Herb Trimpe cover, you know, I think that's pretty good. See a little bit of, you could see here why I got a 5.0. And yeah, Star Wars, the game for Atari. Come on, dude. I mean, that looks awesome. So I think even though it's a 5.5, whatever, the fact that it's in this makes it look a lot better. And when you put it on display, it'll just pop a little bit more. All right, the last one. This is the one I was, I don't know. I thought it would be higher, and this is the one that I was really happy. It's a new stand of GIJoe 152, and this is the Joe Colton issue where Joe Colton meets John F. Kennedy and the formation of GIJoe. Very important issue and a very rare, scarce issue itself. This thing is nearly impossible to find, but it's such an important issue to target. I talked about that in that previous episode of the channel. So I got 8.0, and again, this is a newsstand. So they had the direct one and then the newsstand. So this is even more rare to find because this was sold on, you know, at grocery stores or whatever. So the fact that I found this was a big, big thing. Now this thing is through the roof, but still at 8.0, that's not bad, I think. I think it's pretty good. But again, to have it, a little crunch and munch with Spider-Man in the back. The only thing I'm not too happy about is, I guess because of shipping, it has a little ding in it. But it doesn't affect it at all. But that's GIJoe number 52. Well, anyway, that's this episode showcasing what came back from PGX Grading Services. Again, I'm recommending EGS grading. They're not only a sponsor, but I actually like how EGS books come out. I think putting all your eggs in one basket in CGC is a very dangerous thing. It is, from everything, I've said this a million episodes so far, from everything from modern economics, where we've seen companies like Toys R Us, Sears, GameStop, if CGC just so happens to have trouble financially or their business, everyone's going to get screwed. It's important to promote not just one company, but several companies to uphold a standard. And that standard should be used, that all these companies should abide by. So that's why I'm promoting EGS Grading Services and PGX. I think, they're pretty good too. It was great dealing with them. I can't say anything bad. The only thing is the labels are kind of bland. I wanted a little bit more for displaying purposes. I think that's a lot cooler than CGC or PGX. There's all these damn letters and stuff. But anyway, that should be where you. I hope you enjoy this. And also stay tuned for the EGS episode where we'll talk with Tony, the owner of EGS, and go through why his company is better than these two others that I have dealt with in the past, and why he's catering to guys like us, to Gen-Xers, to people that, because I really don't, I think that buying and selling comics is great, but I don't think for investment purposes it's lucrative. So anyway, that's Shabu Are You signing off. Take care.